So I've finally got my Wildcat back and just decided to do a test. We've got some lightweight slugs, starting off with Pro Hunter 22.8 grain. I'll go to the Javelins 218 in 23 grain, Wildman slugs, they are 21 grain, FX hybrids which are 22 grains, and then H&N which are 218s 21 grain. This is only a Mark II Wildcat, so it's a 500mm STX liner. If I need to make any adjustments to the regulator, I've got to pretty much strip the whole rifle, degas it, change it internally, then put it all back together, put air back into it, so it's a bit of a fuss. I'm not expecting this to be very accurate because it's a bit short really for slugs, but I'm keen to try, and I'm going to shoot at 40 yards and then I'll take it back to not quite 100 but 97 yards. I'll probably end up using pellets in the end, but I just want to try the lightweight slugs in a short barrel, a standard pellet liner. So first up, Pro Hunter in 22.8 grain. What I'm going to do is I will fire, I'm going to do 5-shot groups, and then when I change to the next slug I'll fire 3 shots first just to season the barrel, then I'll do the 5-shot group.
$930, $939, $937, $942, $932.
That's the Pro Hunters. Move on to now Javelins, 23 grain.
$923, $923, $916, $900, $905.
Now it's the Wildman slugs, 21 grain.
$930, $960, $972, $974, $970.
That's the Wildman slugs. Something to note on that one was I've just filled up with air, so it was shooting a bit low, and as I fired a few shots it then picked up speed, so might do that one again. I'll test it at 100 yards and see how we do with that one. So I think that one might actually come good. Next one is FX hybrids.
$946, $942, $939, $919, $923.
The last one at 40 yards, H&N, 21 grain.
979. 974. 977. 977. 988.
Right, that's the 40 yard done. We'll go back out now to 97 yards and see how we get on from there. H&N's just did pretty good. I actually pulled one of the shots, the fourth shot. I was a bit to the left. Still shot pretty much on the group, so yeah, happy with that. Quickly analyse that, then go out to 97 yards. So after my first grouping at 40 yards, using all these 5 lightweight slugs, some have grouped well, or quite well, some others haven't. Mainly the Pro Hunter ones weren't the best. I'm not saying these slugs are bad, it just doesn't seem to like this barrel or speed, or maybe just this day. The 5th shot actually went through the letter J on the word Javelin. I just didn't notice until I re-looked at my footage. Wildman slugs are doing pretty good, as well as the H&N. Hybrids and Javelins are okay, but I prefer them to be a bit tighter. But I'm liking the look of the H&N and Wildman. I'm now going to take it out to 97 yards and see how we get on from there. Right, here we go again, 97 yards. Same order as before. Pro Hunter first. See how we get on.
928. 928. 930. 935. 932.
'Back onto the Javelins.
928. 937. 932. 939. 937.
Wildman slugs now.
977. 977. 974. 967. 974.
Okay, now onto the hybrids.
939. 939. 946. 944. 946.
Okay, onto the last ones. H&N.
974. 967. 900. 60. 953.
There we go. Let's go have a look at them. Well, that's a 97 yard test finished. Again, the Pro Hunter slugs didn't seem to perform that well. They were the worst at 40 yards and worst at this distance. Javelin slugs, even though they came second at 40 yards, they came fourth at 97 yards. The groups just seemed to open up. Wildman slugs, all on the target there, pretty consistent. They had the smallest group at 40 yards and the smallest group at 97 yards. H&N, they performed pretty good at 40 yards and they didn't do too bad at 97 yards, so there is some potential there. FX hybrids, I did seem to find them a little bit inconsistent, but at 97 yards they haven't done too bad. But I think I am going to have a little bit of tinkering with the Wildman slugs. I think there does seem to be something there and they do seem to be performing pretty well. Well, that's my testing done. You can tell now the light is against me, so it took me a bit longer than I thought, and sun's gone away anyway, so this wasn't too scientific. I didn't expect good results, maybe okay results. I think the two which kind of shone for me really, or showed any promise, was the H&N 21 grain 218s and the Wildman slugs. I noticed at 40 yards, once I'd done it, I noticed that when I would fill up the air reservoir, it was taking about 5 shots to settle. So sometimes the feet per second was a little bit erratic for 40 yards, but then when I went out to 97 yards, I sorted that out, and then the group seemed to be quite good. So at 97 yards, some of them weren't too bad. I mean, some were terrible. But yeah, I think what I might do actually is I will probably try the Wildman slugs again and the H&Ns. Just have a little tinker with the hammer spring, just see if it can tighten up the groups. Just see if we can get them a bit tighter, a bit more consistent, because I think there's some promise there, but the other ones I'm not too keen on. But yeah, I think it was quite a good little experiment. Just a 500mm Mark II Wildcat, smooth twist X barrel, just pellet liner. It's a little bit short for slugs, but it was certainly worth a try. And then if I can't get these to tighten up, then I can easily go back to pellets, which, you know, I won't complain. But it's always good just to have a little play. So yeah, anyway, hope this was helpful to some people. I know at some point I will probably get rid of the Wildcat and I'll get something with a 600mm barrel. Just for that little bit more accuracy, I can get a bit more speed, it'll be a bit more efficient on air. So obviously with a 500mm barrel, I've really got to put the pressure high. I don't really like doing that. It's just going to stress out the parts more. But, you know, I just wanted to experiment. Anyway, hope this helps.
Many months later.
Well, 97 yards. This time I just thought I would try the JSB 18.13 grain. All I'm using was a bipod and this rear bag rest. I managed to get this. So this group here is 97 yards. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I measured that. That is at 97 yards under 0.9 of an inch. I think that's pretty impressive. I know I've grown a beard since the beginning of the video, because my Wildcat was having a few issues. It kept going back and forth, but I finally got it back. Seems to be working now. But yeah, with minimal wind, pellets, you know, around 100 yards, they're still bang on. I hope this video's been useful to you. I know it's quite a long one, but you know, it's a 500mm barrel pellet liner with some lightweight slugs. I think I figured out you do have to shoot them quite quick out of this one. I did try the slugs again at a slower speed at around 850, but they weren't having it. But I've got these JSPs running pretty good at around 905 feet per second. Probably just stick with them. So I hope you enjoyed the video.